Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Copycat Ram. This is Ram and today I bring another video for you. In this video we are going to see how we can control a form inside a reactjs project. So here on the screen you can see that I have created a simple form, and beside that there is a small bunch of code that is written in JSX, or you may simply say that it is an HTML. So here I have created a form.jsx file. Within that I have created a form layout component, and sorry, this is the actual output. Okay, basically we are going to do that. We are going to control that form input value through the useState hook. So basically we have seen that generally in JavaScript we store any kind of reusable data in a variable, that is var, let or const. But in the case of the React.js, we generally have hooks that is called useState hooks. So generally using that hooks we are going to store data of the input field. So basically will happen that when user will type, the value will be automatically stored inside the state, and let we will be able to reuse it. Suppose user have filled the form and later we want to show that data on another section. Here use state hooks play a major role in each type. Means whenever user type each letter or each word inside the form input, it will automatically update the state and will render instantly on the screen. So here I am going here so here I will show you two ways to manage the form. One will be the simple way and one will be the little a bit a complex way. Why the complex way? Suppose you have 8 field or 10 field, or may you suppose that you have more than 30 field inside a page. So how will you manage that? So here I will share with you a tips through which you have to create a simple function, and that function will render each time and will create a dynamic use state variable for you so that you can use anytime. So let's begin with the simple way. So here is the my form. Okay, uh, so I am going to do that. Here is the two input field. One is the username, one is the password. So the basic way to create or control the form input is that just create such number of state variable so that you can use for each input. So suppose we have the two input field, so we may create two use state variable, one for the username and one for the password. So let's do that. So here I am creating const, let's name it as username set username use state, and I am placing the initial value as a blank string. Okay, and let's do the same thing for the password. So here password set password, and the initial value will be blank string. So let's check that whether it's working or not. So here is the input field for the username. So here I am going to set value and assigning the username, and same for the password. Okay, and let's put some initial value for the username so that we can check that is it working or not. So let's write John Doe. So here you can see that the value is set as the John Doe. Okay, in the result section let's also write the let's print the username variable so that we can see whenever there is a changes. Okay, so here is the username. Sorry, I think I made the spelling mistake for the password. It will be I think password, and let's change this to type password, and let's also print this password here. Okay, so here is the username John Doe, and currently the password is blank, so it's not showing anything for the password field. Okay, so now if I type here, okay, here I am typing, but you can see that it's not updating. So what we should do, as that the initial value also shown in the input field, as well as when we type, the initial value should be get updated with the current. Okay, so for that we may use a function of the JavaScript that is called on change. Okay, on change we are going to use set username variable, and here we will set the value. And how we will set the value, we will target the input field. Okay, now how we will target the input field? For target the input field we need the event, and for the event then we have to call a function inside on change, and we have to pass set username function as the callback. Okay, so here I am setting event, and here event dot target dot, sorry, not name, it will be the value. So on each stroke, whenever a user will type, on each stroke, whenever there will be a changes, automatically set username will be called, and whenever it will be called, the event dot, by the targeting the value of this input field, we will set a new value inside the username. Okay, so let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, here you can see that the initial value is John Doe. Now suppose we want to change it, we want to write something else instead of John Doe. So here I'm writing backspace, and here I'm writing copy cat ram. So you can see that on each stroke, on each changes of the letter, the automatic the variable is changing and re-rendering on the screen. Okay, and the same thing we are going to do for the password. So let's copy, paste, and here instead of the set username we have to write set password. Let's make me it a blank string, and let's check from the starting. Okay, so here copy cat ram, and the password will be my password. Okay, let me break it so that you can easily see it. My password. So this is the way you can manage a input field. Suppose now you have another field. Okay, uh, that is the email. Okay, type email. Then in that case you may simply create another useState hooks, or another useState variable, and you can set it as email, and here you can write set email, and on the change you have to initiate set email, and you have to change the email state value on each changes. So let's do it. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Here will be email, here will be set email. That's it. And let's also print on the screen to check whether it's working or not. Email. Okay, that is the username. Yeah, it's working. It's email @email.com, and this is the password. So it's all working. So now let's suppose that you have designed a form, and the form contains more than 10, 20, or 30 input field. Then how will you manage? Then it will be not comfortable for you to create 20 and 30 and 40 state variable. So there should be a way so that you can create just a simple one state, and all the value get stored inside that. So in my next video, I will show you how you can manage the multiple input field just using a single state variable. So don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you have anything in your mind. So thank you for the watching.